Trackmania is back! I love Trackmania. I've played every single one, except the Wii and DS ones, because, as if you'd have a Nintendo. I mean, I had a Wii and a DS, and they had some great games, and I loved them, and I slept with them every night, and I spooned them while I caressed them, but Nintendo, you know? My point is, I like Trackmania a whole lot, and this new one is more Trackmanic goodness, which is good in some ways, and bad in others. Let's get the bad out of the way first. I'm sick of the stadium. I get that there's a level of nostalgia there for fans of the series. I have fond memories from my time playing Trackmania Nations back in the day too, but it's time to move on, and I feel like Nadeo knows this, but are too scared to just let it go for fear of fan backlash. Why do I feel this way? Because Trackmania 2020 does its darndest to make the actual track you drive on look entirely unstadium-y. Gone are the roadie roads of ye olde stadiums, replaced with a wood grain and snow theme that's very reminiscent of the very first game's Alpine tracks. They've also introduced slippery ice parts to the tracks to mix up the gameplay a little, to sometimes frustrating results, along with these rocket boosters that shoot flames out of your wheels and give you added control in the air, if and when a track author wants you to have them. It really does feel like Nadeo themselves are as sick of stadium as I am, and they're doing everything they can to make us forget about the stadium aspect of the game. I hope this results in them spending more time on adding track blocks to the game and mixing up the gameplay that way to keep it fresh, because if it does, I'll probably keep subscribing every year. Which brings us to the biggest change in this game, and that's the not a subscription but totally a subscription. You have multiple tiers of sub here, starting with a free level that they call Starter Access, where you get access to the tracks Nadeo decide to give you. Every 3 months you'll get 25 new tracks to play that Nadeo create themselves, and you'll also get to play curated tracks from other players. Standard Access is the next level, which is $15 a year for us Aussies, and gives you freedom to choose what servers, also known as clubs, you wish to play on, while the top $45 a year tier, known as Club Access, allows you to create and join said clubs. Each of these 3 levels also has a varied level of access to the track editor for those of you that wish to make your own racing monstrosities. I think the game does a good job of providing each tier with a decent amount of content for each price, but the fact remains that Trackmania Nations Forever still exists for free. Like, actually free. And you can do everything in that game for free that you can do on the $15 a year tier in this latest game. You can also do everything in the $45 tier too, but where the new game handles all of the back-end work for you when setting up servers, you need to set up your own online servers for the older game, which could cost you money. However, if you're the kind of person who just wants to get in and play some Trackmania online without paying $15 a year, you totally can do that with Nations Forever. Now, you may have noticed that I'm a fair way into this review and I haven't mentioned how the game plays, and that's because it's no different from any other Trackmania. You drive cars around crazy tracks, and the handling is very similar to past stadium Formula 1 type car handling. You go online and compete for the best time against hundreds of other people. That's about it. They've added the ice and rockets, and those are neat additions, but they don't miraculously change everything about the game. They've also added slow motion pads that cause everything to, well, slow down, and again, neat, but also, again, nothing revolutionary for the series. When it comes to recommending this game, well, if you love Trackmania and you want to play the new one, then download it and play the free tier. You can't go wrong with free, and if you like the game, then maybe pay the $15 and play all those extra tracks. As for the $45 tier, I find it difficult to recommend unless you're really deep into Trackmania. Like I love Trackmania, but you've got to fucking love Trackmania for this tier. There really are no benefits beyond starting or being a part of a club and getting a little extra content, but that's only for a year, and then you need to pay $45 more for 1 more year. I just don't see the value proposition there, when there are many other games you can buy just the one time and play all you want. Or, you know, Trackmania Nations Forever still exists for free, and you can get all of the Trackmania 2 stuff for about $75, and that's got 3 different environments that you can play for as many years as you want. But fuck yeah, Trackmania is fun. Look at that!